Hey everyone, welcome to my Doodle challenge. Look how fancy this is. I've got this little thing I can move my head around. Okay, so what I wanted to show you was, this is my website, darathomason.com. I know it's super original, but that way you don't forget me. And so it's going to be every day on the blog, okay? So this is our blog, my blog, and you're going to see all these different blog posts. But this is where you're going to find it. So actually, let me just go back here. So darathomason.com. So here I have this pretty picture. I was like, wow, she did a great job. And these are all the different parts of it. But you just click on here to blog. And then there you go. It's simple as that. And then you just click on the Doodle challenge. And so every day I'm going to have this Doodle challenge. And then I'm actually going to put these videos on YouTube. So then that way they're all there as well. And then you can see all the cool YouTube videos I have for you guys. Now, these are my doodle books since 2016. That's when I really started doodling. And like, these aren't fancy, you guys. These are all from Dollarama. In fact, today I'm going to go get a new one. I'm so excited because the book I was going to use today is really big. And I realized that I'm going to Houston and Toronto in the month of October. And one of the rules about the doodle along, well, it's one of the things I recommend. You can do whatever you want, but I think it's really a great idea to have the one book that you have all of your doodles in. That's like a really high recommendation, like 9.9 out of 10. And who doesn't want an excuse to go Dollarama, really? I didn't get to go yesterday. So these are examples of my doodles. Now, the thing is, I keep them because I get different ideas from my doodles from the past. Now, I have come a long way since I first started doodling, but I have a long way to go still. And so even back then when I was doodling, I didn't quite have the skill set. I had ideas, but I didn't have quite the skill set. So now I look back at my doodles and I'm like, oh, I see where I was going. And now I can refine it better and I can do that. So anyways, they're in all different shapes and it's totally fine. Okay, so just going to keep going down my blog. Okay, so when I first started doodling, I just kept it. One of the things that I have done is in several of the doodles, I actually put the date down, and sometimes I even put the pen, the kind of pen I used. But really, I remembered the pens that I liked. And so, but it was kind of fun to do that. Now, here are some tips that I wanted to share with you. Use the same notebook for the entire challenge, like I already mentioned. Make sure that it has blank pages. I don't like mess. I feel like the lines are kind of messy. So I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to that. And then the traveling thing. So if you are traveling, I really want this to be doable for you and I want you to have success in it. So that would be a good idea. And then the other thing to think about is, what is the paper like? If it's really thick, sorry, my husband's trying to get a hold of me. I don't know how to pause this. Anyhow, so that is something, like if the paper's too thick and you have to press down really hard, it's gonna cause you a lot of problems with your hand. And so I recommend that you have like kind of a thinner paper, or if you have thicker paper, then you're going to want to use a thicker felt tip pen. But the only problem with that is then it's getting too thick. Anyways, so you can play around with that. But that's a good idea to think about. What kind of pen are you going to use? So I would definitely, again, I'm allowing you to either clean out your drawers and look at all the different pens you have. I have like quite a collection. Or you could even do a little treat. So instead of going to get yourself a chocolate bar at Dollarama, get yourself some new pens, and they're really fun to play with. So here's one of my doodles from the past. I think this is like circa 2016. Maybe 17. So there's tons of benefits of doodling, of course. Okay, so I have 4 boys and 1 girl, and they all play basketball. My oldest son is 16, and I'm bragging about him, but he's a pretty awesome basketball player. But he's also spent a lot of hours playing, and he's saying it's just that over and over and over and over again at that practice. It's the same thing with me. People are like, how did you get so good at this? I'm like, well, I practiced a lot. And so if you want to be able to quilt the quilts the way you want them in your head, then it's just a matter of dedication and practice. So I thought, you know what, let's do this together. Let's have fun together. I really love community. I get all verklempt when I think about my ancestors when they came to Canada, and they helped build whole towns. Like they built baseball diamonds, and they tilled land for the first time, and they went all together and built community. And so I love building community wherever I live. And then when I found online, I was like, what? I can have an online community? This is crazy. I love this. And so I build this community online, and I really love the idea of all of us doing the same challenge at the same time. We all live in different places. We all have different backgrounds. We all have different skill levels. And we are just going to go for it. We're just going to do something together. We're going to share. So when I talk about the lowdown here, so every day I'm going to introduce the new daily challenge. So today's challenge is, oh, what happened to this picture? Okay, I'm going to have to repost that picture. Okay, I'll have to get that going. But so with that, here, I'll show the picture to you so you can see it. It's this one, today's lines. I thought, let's start really simple. So this is what I did back in, I think, 2016, and I just put myself linear challenge. And I actually remember doing this. I was sitting in my bed. It had been a day, and I thought, I'm just going to do some lines. Now, I'm not super proud of this, and I don't necessarily think I would ever put this on a quilt. But it was good for me to do something different and to have a different challenge. And I remember traveling along these lines here and thinking, oh yeah, I'll change it this way. So there was a lot of things that I learned, and also segmenting all of that. So, but if I don't actually do it, I'm not going to get that. And so I was able to apply some of these things as I'm doing my quilting. So I'll make sure I go back and I'll post that on the blog post. So that's basically it. Every day I'm going to give you a different prompt. So today is lines, and then you're going to, I don't know, it would help you to put a timer on for 10 minutes, and then you can just do that for 10 minutes or however you want to do it. I know a lot of us like routines. So like first thing we do when we wake up, do we do it? All of that. So you just decide what's going to work. Is it better to like as you're going to go to bed? Is it kind of an unwind thing, or when you get home from work, or whatever it is, before dinner, after dinner? I don't know, but I really want you to get this habit of just allowing yourself. Now, remember, when we're doodling, we don't lift our pen up from the paper. Okay, so I want you to do all of this doodling with the pen still on the paper. So if you have to travel, try to figure out how you're going to travel, because that's the kind of thing that's also going to make the connections in your brain. And your brain is really going to thank you. Because if you just are in the habit of lifting up the pen, that's not how we do things with our quilting, generally speaking. So that's really important to think about. All right, so every day I'm going to post a new challenge. I'm going to have it on my blog. I'm going to put it on YouTube. And we are just going to do this 31 days, okay? And you know what's really fun? I just thought of this. My birthday is 3 days after the 31st. So it would be like the funnest thing ever for my birthday is to see so many of you doing this every day for 31 days. And you know what? If you miss a day, just like go back to the previous day and just like make up for it. I would love that. And you know what? There's going to be some prizes because I don't have any sponsors. I didn't do any of that. I was like, I just want to do this just for fun. I have fabric. I can give fabric away. I have all sorts of things. We have Canadian candy that is pretty good. So maybe that will be a prize. I don't know. So this is, I'm going to Houston. Maybe you'll get a prize of some new fabric I'm going to the, on the Thursday, well, I guess it's Friday night, they have like all that fabric. It's the sample spree. It's pretty crazy. Maybe I'll get some of that. And maybe I'll mail some free fabric to people. I'm literally just wanting to build community and help support you. So many people say to me like, how did you do this? And how do you do that? I'm like, it's because I practiced and because I doodled. And I'm a huge believer. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm like encouraging you all to do this. So anyways, please feel free to share this just because you don't have to. Oh, that's an important thing. You don't have to start on day one. You can totally catch up. Like you could do this halfway through and like just be a part of this. It doesn't have to start October 1st and end the 31st. So if you have friends you think are going to enjoy this, you can just share this link with them. All you need to do is sign up on my website. So I'm going to come back here. I'll just show you. Let's see here. I'll just come back. I just go back up here to home. And usually what happens when I come to my home, oh yeah, here we go. This time-saving strategies for long arm quilters. And so you just click on here. And what this does is that it will ask you for your name and your phone number. Sorry, not your phone number. This is 2019. It's going to ask you for your, yeah, there we go. It says get more done. Who doesn't want to get more done? And then you just press on there and you just put your name and your email and then you put send and then you get on my email list. And then, so I'll just send this to you every day. So, and if your friends want to sign up, all they have to do is just come to my website, put in their email, and then they get to be a part of this. Okay? Thank you so much for joining. I cannot wait to see your pictures. Now, if you want it, everyone wants to share, right? Yes. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a picture of your doodle, and then you're going to post it on Instagram. You can do it on your stories or on your feed, wherever you want. And then you just do the hashtag Dara Doodle Challenge. All one thing, Dara Doodle Challenge. And then that way I can, I'll have you on there and so we can see each other's posts. And I'm pretty sure that actually, I know you can make comments on my blog, and I'm pretty sure you can put your pics on your comments. So that would be fun too. You can also go to YouTube and you can leave comments and things there. So I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you to participate and to build that community, because not everyone was on Instagram and not everyone's on Facebook. And so I thought private Facebook group isn't going to work because I don't want to exclude the non-Facebookers. That's all. I just want everyone to be included. So anyways, have an amazing day. Can't wait to see your linear doodles. I have some new doodles I'm going to share. I just need to go. My daughter has math after school tutoring. So I'm going to go pick her up at about 4:15, and then we're going to make a quick trip to Dollarama. And I'm going to buy myself a fun little doodle book that I'm going to use. It has to be kind of small because I'm going to be on 2 different trips, which is really fun for me. I don't usually leave very often, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I want to make sure that I'm going to have success, and so I'm going to have a book that's going to work for me. All right, take care, everyone. Can't wait to see all that you're doing. Bye-bye.